of slowing down your breath can make a significant difference in the way you feel. You're signaling to your body that everything is okay. You're giving your parasympathetic nervous system an opportunity to just relax. So take a deep breath in through your nose. And then just go ahead and exhale it out through your mouth. Again, a big breath in. And a good breath out. And then go ahead and close your lips as you come into that Ujjayi breath. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Maybe you blink your eyes open. You might just kind of roll that head a little bit from side to side. And go ahead, relax those shoulders down. Take your hands and place them firmly on the mat. And then taking a big breath in, reach that right arm on up. And then exhale, reach it over towards the left. So as you do that, I want you to think about anchoring the right sits bone down into your mat. At the same time that you're anchoring that down, you're reaching those right fingers towards the left side wall, and you're pressing your left hand into the mat. So we're creating some length from the hip all the way to the underarm, from the underarm all the way to the fingertips. We're getting a good stretch on that right side. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, come straight up. Let that arm drop so that the hand comes right to the outside of the left ear. Now continue to press the left hand into the mat as you gently draw the ear towards the shoulder. So right ear towards shoulder, left ear away from shoulder. So you're dropping the shoulder down. You're creating length down through your neck. Take another big breath in. Rise back on up, release that hand down. Right hand presses into the mat, left hand lifts up. As you inhale and sweep, exhale, press and reach, left arm over, left sits bone anchors into the ground, and use that right arm to press into the mat, really creating the length now from the left side. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. One more full breath in. As you exhale, begin to come up, drop the hand to the right ear. Now press the right hand into the mat and draw the left ear towards the left shoulder, pulling and creating a separation from your right shoulder and your right ear. Relax that shoulder down. And then come on up, release your hands down. Good, and then go ahead and find your way into a tabletop position. So you'll just roll forward onto your hands and knees. I'm gonna turn sideways just for the view. Stack your hands right underneath of your shoulders, your hips right over your knees. Take a big breath in, fill your belly up with air. Draw those collarbones forward so that belly's dropping down towards the earth. As you exhale, toes together, knees apart, slide into your child's pose. So let your hips reach back towards your heels. Allow your forehead to rest on the earth. And then just slowly, gently roll your forehead from temple to temple. Just massaging it on the mat. All right, settle back. And then begin to walk your hands forward. Really walk them forward. Come onto your fingertips. So you're on all 10 fingertips and you're lifting the palms off the earth. Now press into those fingertips and push your hips back towards your heels. You feel that? You feel that lengthening there down your back. You're stretching through your shoulders. You're getting into those hips. So good. Good. Take another deep breath in. Press away as you exhale. And then begin to walk your hands over to the left. So your left hand will come directly off the mat. And your right hand might even get on top of that left hand. Maybe not. Now again, press the right side hip towards the right heel. Create that length on the right side, right in between all those little muscles between your ribs, those intercostal muscles, giving them a nice stretch, creating some space to open up and breathe into the right side. and then walk your hands back through center. Let's take this all the way over to the right. So now the hands walk over to the right. The left hand might even walk right on top of that right hand. Now press the left side, tush down towards the left heel. Ooh, feel that stretch. I feel that in the back of my shoulder, all through my left side. I'm sending my breath into my left side, lung filling up. Big breath in. Let's go ahead and walk our hands back to center. Good, use your inhale to rise back on up into that tabletop position. Good, and just find that neutral tabletop again. Spread your fingers apart nice and wide. Spiral your elbow creases so the biceps forward. And then as you inhale, lift your collarbones up, tip your head up, come into that cow pose. As you exhale, I want you to round out, empty your belly out, empty, empty, empty. Pull the belly button in and up and drop the crown of your head and your tailbone down. Inhale as you fill up with breath. You'll feel those shoulder blades draw together. And then as you exhale and round out, you'll feel those shoulder blades peeling apart. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Fill up with breath. Exhale and empty, fully empty. Push the floor away, round out. 1 more time, good solid deep breath in. And a good long exhale. Come on back to that neutral tabletop position. Step your right foot forward. You're gonna come into a low runner's lunge. So from here, your hands are framing your right foot. You might wiggle that left knee back some. Top of the foot's on the mat. And now we're gonna rise on up into our low crescent lunge. So the arms will reach straight up overhead. Just gonna fix this a little bit. Good, hands overhead. You're gonna tuck your tailbone under so you can create that little stretch through the left hip flexor. So we're right here. We're lifting up. Hands might come behind the head. Interlace your fingers. Draw your elbows back. So again, really tuck here. Pull the belly in and you'll feel a stretch right here in that left hip flexor. And as you draw your elbows back, you're gonna open up and stretch through the chest. Take 1 more big breath in. As you exhale, go ahead and frame your foot. And then keep the left hand down and reach that right arm up as you come into your twist. You might curl on the ball of the back foot and just let that left knee come up. Keep your gaze looking upward, twisting. Take 1 more full breath in. Exhale, plant your hand. You're in a runner's lunge here. You're gonna step your left foot next to your right foot. Forward fold. Now separate your feet apart to the outside edges of your mat. Let's find a ragdoll. So your toes are gonna be pointed outward some. You're gonna have a nice generous bend in those knees. And we're just gonna grab our elbows with our opposite hands and sway a little bit from side to side. Breathing in and breathing out. Shake out your head. Let go of any tension that might be there in the neck. Really let go of your head. Let go of any thoughts. Let go of any worries. It'll all be there for later. Right now, you're finding that gift of space, of breath. Release your hands on down. Let's toe heel those feet back together to touch. You're gonna step your right foot back this time and drop your right knee down. Your left knee will be directly over that right foot. Let's go ahead, wiggle that right knee back some, but keep the left knee over the ankle. Reach your arms on up. Yeah. From here, as we lift, we go ahead and we tuck that tailbone under. Pull that belly in. There's a deepening in that hip flexor. Interlace your hands behind your head. Let the opposite pinky go on top. You'll know it's the opposite one. It'll feel just a little funny. It's a little awkward, right? Change, things that we don't do on a regular basis. Feels awkward sometimes. But after a while, you just settle in and it becomes pretty normal, pretty comfortable. Good, let's go ahead, release those hands down, frame that foot. Right hand will stay planted down. Left hand will inhale and lift on up. So your twist here is through the middle. Try not to bump the left hip out. Keep everything pulling in towards the midline. So you're really twisting. There's a rotation in your spine. So you stay here now, or maybe you curl on the ball of the foot. You lift that knee up and you come into that twist. Take another deep, solid breath in. As you exhale, plant your hand. Step your right foot next to your left foot. We're gonna come into a forward fold. So your fingers are gonna frame your toes. Your forehead will reach down towards your shins. You're gonna take another inhale, bend the knees a little bit. And as you exhale, begin to straighten those legs to your degree, sending your tailbone back, coming into your forward fold, a great hamstring stretch. Very different from ragdoll. Here we're stretching the hamstrings. In ragdoll, we were just giving the back some space to release. Hands come to the shins. Create your tabletop now. So lifting halfway, drawing shoulder blades back, pulling belly in. Again, squeezing that bum, and then release and fold. We're gonna inhale, we're gonna rise all the way up to standing. We're gonna go ahead and sweep those arms way up overhead. Palms together to touch biceps long by ears. Use your exhale to bend over to the right. Press the hips to the left. And then inhale, come back up. Exhale, bend over to the left. Press the hips away. Inhale, come back on up. Turn your gaze up, reach those fingers up. Maybe begin to back bend a little bit. And then as you exhale, go ahead. Return your hands to your heart center. Take a little dip of that forehead. Take a moment now to just think about 3 things that you are grateful for. Perhaps it's that short little break that you just got. And then as you maybe blink your eyes open, release your arms by your side. And now I hope that you can breathe a little easier as we go on with our day.